Hey you guys, welcome to I Cook and Paint. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all doing very well. If you're crazy about vintage recipes like I am and you happen to have a container of 35% cream in your fridge right now, then stick around and let me show you how to make sugar cream pie. Have you ever heard of this? If you come from the state of Indiana, then most likely you have. This recipe is over 200 years old, and did you know? A true sugar cream pie doesn't contain any eggs, yet the filling turns out so smooth and creamy. Here's how you make it. So we need to start off with some pie dough, and this here is enough for a single layer 9-inch crust. Now this is a sourdough pie crust, and if you want the recipe for it, I've included it on my blog, which by the way, if you click on the link in the description box below, you'll get this complete printable recipe. But hopefully you'll finish watching this video before you do that. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some flour here, and then a little bit on top so it doesn't stick. There we go. Now I'm just gonna press it down a little bit. And now I'm gonna start rolling this. And I'm just gonna give you a few pointers. First you roll from north to south, then east to west, and then on the two angles in between. Repeat that sequence to keep it a nice circle. Don't worry so much about the edges of the pastry. Just focus on the middle section and keeping it level. The edges will look after themselves. This doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Now, one thing I like to use when I'm working with pastry is a bench scraper. It keeps your dough from sticking without having to use too much flour. Okay, so now I'm going to place this in my pie plate, and the best way to do that is with the rolling pin. So just roll it up nice and gently. If it sticks, use the bench scraper, and then you plop it right in. Sometimes it helps to make a sound. Whoop. There we go. Now I'm gonna straighten it out a little bit. I don't bother trimming the crust off. If there's any overhang, I just tuck it under all the way around like this. I'm a starving artist. I don't throw away food. Alright, now I want the crust to look pretty, so I'm gonna make a fluted edge going all the way around. Obviously you can use a store-bought pie crust or any recipe of your own, but I really like this one. Alright, do whatever you want to the edge. Now I'm gonna cover this with some plastic because I'm gonna chill it. I'm gonna put this in the freezer for about 30 minutes. And after chilling for 30 minutes, you might want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And now for the filling, I'm gonna start off with some cream. You could also use milk for this recipe, but this is 35% cream. Whisk in some sugar. Oh wow, look at that. Hoo-hoo-hoo! That's some smoky sugar. Man. Now some flour. So just whisk that in. And here comes some salt. Of course, it's very important for everything you're baking. And last but not least, some vanilla extract. So just whisk it until it's nice and smooth. Alright, right here I have my crust, and it's been chilling for 30 minutes. So this here is freezing cold. It's very important. Now I'm going to pour in the filling. And like I said earlier, you can use 2% milk for this, but with the cream it's a lot better. Okay, now what I have here is some cold butter that I've cut into little pieces. And I'm just gonna dot the top all over with the butter. So just scatter them as evenly as you can. Now this ingredient here is usually included in the original recipe, but I choose to leave it out. This is just a little bit of nutmeg. Some recipes call for cinnamon. I'm just showing you the original way for this video. Okay, so now this is ready to go in my preheated oven. Now bake it at 425 degrees for 10 minutes and then turn it down to 350 and let it bake for an additional 50 to 55 minutes. It'll get golden brown on top with a slight crispiness to it, and it'll be bubbling away like lava. Alright, so here's what it looks like, and I'm gonna cut a piece out of it so you can see the inside. This is a couple of hours later now, but you should be able to cut into it after about an hour. And this is what it looks like. The middle's smooth and creamy, and it resembles pudding, basically. It's kind of hard to believe there's no eggs in it. And as for the taste, well, here it goes. I'm sorry guys, I left my manners at home today. Wait a minute, I am at home. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you give this recipe a try soon. Until the next one, take care.